Okay, I have about 100 desert rose seeds here, approximately. I've got my little seed starting pots I'm going to use, and I'm going to be growing them in a mixture I made. It's perlite, sand, cocoa peat, and regular garden soil, probably about 25% of each, roughly. Just gonna fill my little trays. About 100 or so of them. I like doing them in these little pots like this. You can do 6 at a time, and if you got to move them, you got to move each single pot. You can move them 6 at a time. Okay, I've just filled an even number of trays. It comes to like 120 little single pots here. Because usually I ordered the 100 seeds online. You usually get several extra. So now I'm just gonna take my sprayer here and moisten these down real good. All these pots come with little holes in the slots, actually little slots in the bottom, so you got good drainage. Just to let the soil set a little bit and settle into the pot good. Okay, I got all the little seeds. You can see them right here, little tiny seeds. And I got them all planted finally. I ended up having to fill 4 more trays, the 6-pack trays, which is all I had left. But that's a total of 144. And then I had 2 trays here of 36 for another 72 total. Each one I had to put a little seed in. And then I still had more left over. I had to just sprinkle them in here. You can see the little buddies in here. I know some people, that's the way I've seen them do that before. They'd have one single large flat tray with soil in it, and they would just take and sprinkle the seeds all over the top of the tray. And that is time saving to do it that way, but I didn't. I have plenty of time really, and I like them in the little single trays like this, so I went ahead and did them like that, except for these, because I was running out of trays. I think I probably ended up with like 250 seeds, well over the 100 I paid for. Now I got some soil here, and I'm just going to take and sprinkle a thin layer of soil over these. Just a thin little layer over all of them. Just like that. Okay, I've got each of them all covered with a thin layer of soil there. And I'm just going to take and mist them a little bit just to get them a little moist. And I'll do this probably about every 2 days, I believe, just to make sure, if it doesn't rain, then I won't have to, but just to make sure they keep a little bit of moisture on them. Over 200, my goodness. I only paid for 100. I knew they'd send extra to allow for ones that don't sprout and what have you, but 200. I hope I'm mentally ready to raise over 200. If that many grow over 200 desert roses, it's going to be quite a mental task, maybe. Alrighty, and I have this metal screen here that I might cover over them with here, so they're protected. Mainly limbs falling out of the trees onto them. and so squirrels don't get in there and dig in them and try to plant acorns. And that is it for now. I'll keep them moist, and hopefully, probably in about a week, I'll start seeing some sprout. And I will follow up with videos on that. 3 days later. Well, this is the 3rd day. And look at all these little seedlings coming up here. Bunches and bunches of them. And over here, a lot of these just came up today because I was out here early this morning and all these were not up. Only a few of them over there were, but none of these. But now look, right there, there,